Yeah, we were talking about Brighton and Hove Albion versus Manchester United at the MS Stadium. Yeah. When that game started, like I said earlier, he brought up the same formation that he played against Fulham at Old Trafford. The very first game where he managed to get a slender win against Fulham, 3 points in the bag. He replicated the same formation. No doubt Harry Maguire was good alongside Sandro Martinez in the heart of the defense. But moving forward, that game was like a dead rubber game for Manchester United.
No, I don't think so. Dead rubber that Manchester United should win that game. No, it's if you look at Brighton the West Coast side, you saw their first game against Everton. And if you look at the record with Brighton and Manchester United, you know that for the past
they played 15 games. Yeah, Brighton they've won 7 against Manchester United.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at the last 5 games. Apart from the one Man U won last season, which to me was already a dead rubber game because it didn't matter anymore. It was the last game of the season. So I think going to that game definitely it would be a difficult task for Man U. So, but we expected a more improved Man U after we saw the first match and after the signings that were made. But going with the same starting lineup, I don't understand why it will go with that formation. And then we saw how the game went. The first half, although there were good combination between Mount and Bruno Fernandes. But you know, Brighton will always be Brighton. You saw how Brighton hold possession of the ball, their play, their interchange, their transition. You know, Brighton, they are a West Coast side. I don't know how they managed to do it. They change players, they change coach, but it's the same Brighton. You get the same level of performance. Even this season, some of their players also left. The likes of Pastor Gross, he left. You know, he's one of the main key players in their squad. So I think going along second half, we saw the changes that was made. It was shocking. We saw even more changes towards the end of the game. It was the changes to me. I think that what's his name, Tehan got it wrong in terms of his formation, his starting lineup, and the changes. You have the squad, you have these players there. Why going as if you are playing a Manchester City side?
Let's talk about the Bruno Fernandes playing as a false 9, where you have Mason Mount playing in the number 10 position. And now he made changes. Rashford wasn't in that game. He was supposed to take away Rashford. And of course, let's shift Mason Mount to the left-hand side. And of course, let Bruno Fernandes drop down and play the original number 10 position. But he didn't do that. He took away Mason Mount. Of course, the synergy in the midfield between Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes was lost.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That is a very terrible change.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said that the changes wasn't right. You saw even when he also removed Bruno Fernandes.
Why take away Bruno Fernandes when you need a goal?
Exactly. And
when you need creativity.
And you bring in a defender.
You bring Scott McTominay to do what? What's the change?
You are bringing a defender in place of
a defender.
So what kind of change?
And you brought in an attacking coach, Ruud van Nistelrooy, and you're making a defensive change.
So I think apart from we've seen a bit of improvement from last season in terms of the defensive part of it. In terms of solid, they are more solid defense. They are more an organized team. Yeah, but I think the changes he made today actually did him today, and I don't know why the sort of changes he made. What was the reasons? And even playing a first 9. Why are you playing a first 9?
It's like what Mikel Arteta did at the beginning of last season. Start experimenting. Why experiment?
So I think that was it, and you know Brighton was Brighton. They placed a certain way, and
moving forward, he was the one that requested for the signature of Joshua Zirkzee.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean he doesn't trust him as a proper number 9. Because if you do, there's nothing stopping you from slotting him to the team right away.
Maybe to me, I feel maybe he's trying to how will I put it now, settle into the team, not starting. But because I believe the next match, regardless of who Manchester are playing, definitely he will start him. Because we saw so many attacking play, countering, but
no end product.
Exactly. Nobody was there. A striker is needed. Whether you are a false 9, but a striker who has striker instinct is not there.
So you say they are missing the services of Rasmus Højlund.
No, I think Ziggy can do that. From the beginning of the game, he can play that. He played that at Bologna. All the goals he scored at Bologna, he scored them as a striker. So I don't see the reason why he wouldn't use him since so long is not available. So I think the formation, the starting lineup, the changes they made also was questionable today.
It was questionable indeed because I kept wondering. Yes, kudos to Amad Diallo. He lost his mom. Of course, he called her his mom. Prior to that very game, but he was able to play and got a desired goal for Manchester United. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough United going forward. Kanute said he's seen a couple of changes from last season to this season. But Kanute, if Manchester United cannot defeat teams like Brighton and the rest, also how they struggle to defeat Fulham at Old Trafford, if they cannot get the maximum 3 points against teams like Brighton, who can they do it against in this very campaign? Manchester United.
No, I don't judge football based on that. I think it's Brighton, like I said, and if you look at the record with Brighton, Man U have for the past couple of seasons now. Man U don't have a good record against Brighton. So and you know this Brighton side, the coach, the very young coach, the youngest currently in the Premier League. It's like he's a well-coached, proper coach that coached his team properly.
The team has always been like that. Even under Graham Potter,
it's not easy for a coach for a club to change a coach.
If they change the coach, I don't see any difference.
No, but they not just the coach.
The team still play. They still play like a well-drilled side.
That's what I'm saying. It's not easy for a coach because you can't get. It's difficult to get a coach that has the same ideology that comes in and being
like a continuation from the previous
exactly being effective. It happened with Deserbi when he replaced
Graham Potter,
and it's happening now. You see that they play the same way, and they are losing a couple of players. They lost, like I said, they have lost a couple of players. So I think it's not easy. I think kudos to Brighton, kudos to the scouting, not just the scouting of players, also scouting of coach. They find that they take their time to look for a coach that fits into what they want to portray, what they want to play. So I think it's a good one for Brighton.
To some extent, you say Eric Ten Hag contributed to the Manchester United losing that game today.
Yes, I think he did. I think the changes was questionable. First of all, the starting lineup, and after the starting lineup, the combination between the Mount and Bruno Fernandes was there, but you have to remove Mount, and definitely the person probably you should have removed was Rashford. And you further made changes, removing Bruno Fernandes, that you know that he's the one that can make things happen.
He can orchestrate.
Yeah, on his day. Then you are making defensive change for a defender. If you are making a attacking change for a defender, that's even something. Okay, you are going for the game. You are trying to win a game, but making
taking away defender.
Yeah, and putting an attacker. Then you know, okay, you want to go for the game. And even when you lose the game at the end of the day, you went for the game, but not changing the defender for defender.
Nothing happened to him.
Exactly.
It happened in the very first game.
Yeah, I think that was. I said it was the yellow card he got. You know, Maguire.
So today was the reason.
That's what I don't know. I'm here to know why he did what he did. As we're talking now, you can see the results of.
Obviously.
I told you when you buy the tell me Tiger, you know what you get. So I think.
All right, yes, that was it for Manchester United losing the very second game of this campaign against Brighton and Hove Albion. 2 goals to 1. Of course, Kanute has said it that the coach Eric Ten Hag contributed to one of the reasons why Manchester United lost that very game. The changes I was trying to fathom why and how he made that very game. But it is what it is. 3 points to Brighton and Hove Albion. Of course, nothing for Manchester United. They go again. We'll get to see if there will be improvements, if the coach will do the needful, put the players in the right position, stop experimenting, and see if Manchester United can get the desired result. Congratulations to Brighton and Hove Albion for getting the maximum 3 points.